A very good morning, 8th class. Today we will start our next chapter. This is the part of the history and the chapter name is Education and British Rule. Here is given some learning objectives that we will read in this chapter. It means what the content given in this chapter it shows. And these are education in British period means education before the British time, okay, and beginning of Western education, British policies during the Western education, and role of enlightened Indian, growth of national education after implemented the policy, and growth of science. Okay, so let's start the chapter. First of all, students, let me talk about the education before the British time. India has had a rich tradition of learning and education right from the beginning of recorded history. The indigenous education that was propagated in India was through Pathshala, Madrasas and Gurukul. These three institutions were the source of traditional knowledge system in India and played a very significant role in the education of common Indian masses. The teacher taught orally and there were no fixed curriculum that was followed and no examination were held that time. It was dependent solely on the teacher, and subjects that were taught included mathematics, Persian and Sanskrit. But science and geography were less common, and the students had to live in the house of their teacher for whole duration of their studies and learn from them not only what was taught but also observe how the teacher responded to different situations arising in daily life and learn from them. Hence we can say that the Indian teaching system was very different from the modern system of learning. Okay, and elementary schools for Muslims were called maktabs were usually attached to a mosque, and the elementary schools taught the basic 3 R's. What? Reading, writing and arithmetic. Is that clear, everyone? And there were it means prior to the coming of the British, there was a flexible system of education in India. There were Pathshala, Madrasas and Maktabs in which religious education was imparted. No one ever made an effort to upgrade the courses. There was almost no awareness about the advancement in knowledge taking place in other parts of the world. Okay, so there were some people who took interest in the system of education and felt the need for a basis and different kind of education. One thing common among all these people was that they wanted a change in education, but their reason for this were different. Okay, and the students, when the East India Company came to India, they were not interested in the education of Indians as they conquered more territories. They needed educated Indians to help them run the country. Okay, we are talking about right now beginning of Western education during British period, and they had to figure out what kind of education should be imparted to the Indians. And in 18th century, a group of British thinkers strongly felt that Indians should be taught about their ancient culture and civilization. Okay, and those who held this view were called Orientalists. Okay, and a prominent Orientalist. What is the meaning of Orientalist? It means those who studied language and culture of Asia. And उनमें से कौन थे ये? William Jones. He came to Calcutta in 1783. He was a linguist. Okay, he had studied Greek, Latin, French, and English. He knew Arabic and had also learnt Persian. And his interest in Oriental languages made him learn Sanskrit in Calcutta. And William Jones had a deep respect for ancient culture, both of India and the West. And he studied ancient texts and translated many of them so that others could read it too. And the students, William Jones, he realized that India had much to offer the world in the sciences and the arts, and that the discovery of her rich past and culture could not be achieved by himself. He discussed this with his colleagues and established the Asiatic Society of Bengal when students, William Jones with his colleagues and Henry Thomas. Okay, he was minded people. Now set up Asiatic Society of Bengal in 1784. Okay. He believed that the Indian learning should be reintroduced, which would aid the natives to know about their glorious past. The medium of instruction was a matter of concern, but Jones wanted learning in Sanskrit and Persian languages. And एशियाटिक सोसाइटी ऑफ बंगाल, इसका भी कुछ मेन एम था इसको बनाने का. व्हाट वर द मेन एम्स to make the Asiatic Society of Bengal? So these were just remember one thing, students. Some main aim hidden in the set up the Asiatic Society of Bengal in 1784, and these were, it would help Asiatic Society would help Indians rediscover their own heritage and understand the lost glories of their past. Okay, and it would help the British learn from Indian culture also, and the British should become the guardian. क्या बनना चाहते थे वो? Guardian किसके? Of Indian culture as well as its master. Okay, so with this object in mind, madrasa was set up. Where? In Calcutta. When? In 1781. To promote, what promote? The study of Arabic, Persian and Islamic law. Is that clear, everyone? And also the Hindu college. Hindu college. Hindu college was established in Banaras. Where? In Banaras. When? In 1791. For what? To encourage the study of ancient Sanskrit. Okay, Sanskrit text that would be useful for the administrations of the country. Is that clear? Now I am again repeating. Madrasa was set up in Calcutta in 1781 to promote the study of Arabic, Persian and Islamic law, and also the Hindu college was established in Banaras in 1791 for what? To encourage the study of ancient Sanskrit that would be useful for the administration of the country. Is that clear? Now students, here we are talking about Anglicist view. What is the meaning of Anglicist? Anglicist means those who believed in teaching. जो believe करते हैं. Believed. Where? Believed in teaching. What teaching? What teaching, student? English and Western scientific ideas. Got it? One more thing, students. जो ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट थी realized the need of introducing modern English education, and it could be benefit them as well as educated and qualified India would be an asset for the civil and judicial administration, and the employment of educated Indians would bring down the administration cost considerably and ensure the loyalties of the Indian also. Okay, and from the early 19th century, James Mill and other British official, और इनके साथ कौन थे? अदर ब्रिटिश official attacked the Orientalist. Okay, or they said that knowledge of East was full of error and was unscientific. Okay, education कैसी है? अभी इन्होंने बोला education है जो this is full of error. Okay, that time education was full of errors and unscientific also. Okay, so they argued that it was wrong on the part of the British to spend so much money, so much effort in teaching what the native wanted or what they respected. The aim of education should be to teach what was useful and practical, and should be made familiar. Indian should made familiar with the scientific and technical advance that the West had made, rather than with the poetry and sacred literature. So the students, to make the education means to make the education system where in India useful, okay, यूजफुल टू द नीड्स ऑफ द ब्रिटिश, और इसके साथ में किसकी नीड्स पूरी हो रही थी यहाँ पे? टू द नीड्स of British. Got it? So they appointed for why? To make the education system in India useful to the needs of British. So they appointed who? Lord Macaulay. Okay, Lord Macaulay And Lord Macaulay also emphasized what? The need to introduce the Western system of education. Western system of education. Okay. And he argued, इसने argue किया, किसने? लॉर्ड मैकॉले ने. What argued? कि the knowledge of English would allow Indians to read some of the finest literature the world had produced. Okay. So Lord Macaulay's views about Western education. So what were the views that time? He said कि the knowledge of English would allow. Okay, knowledge of English would allow किसको? Indians to read some of the finest literature in the world. Okay, and the next, he would make them aware of the development. Would make them aware of the developments in Western science and philosophy. Okay, and teaching of English would civilize. He said that, he argued the teaching of English would civilize the native people and change their civilize the native people and change their what? Change their taste. Their taste is their values and culture. Okay. Students, Lord Macaulay was one of the most daring and influential critic of the Orientalists. Okay, he had degrading opinion of India and viewed India as an uncivilized country that needed to be polished. Now here we talking about the promotion of education by British. So the first step था taken by the British government towards the development of education in India was the Charter Act. The Charter Act of 1813. Okay, and it laid the foundation of Western education. Laid the foundation of Western education in India. Okay, so I'm again repeating, this is the promotion of education by British, and that time the first step taken by the British government towards the development of the education in India. Okay, और वो क्या था? The Charter Act of 1813, and it laid the foundation of Western education in India. And the Charles Grant, और किसने बनाई ये? Charles Grant. Charles Grant, who introduced the act, is also considered as father of modern history. Charter Act, also known as father of modern India. Is that clear? And by this act, the British took upon themselves by responsibility of providing education to Indians and sectioned as amount of 1 of the rupee. Amount of 1 lakh rupee annually for the spread of education. Okay. It means this act promoted the principle of encouraging learned Indians and promoting the study of modern science in India. So it also sectioned as an annual sum of 1 lakh to be spent on the spread of education. उस time education में 1 lakh rupees खर्च किए गए. In this way, a humble beginning was made in the field of education. Okay. And Macaulay was in favor of introducing Western education in India. Thus, Western education in English medium was initiated and Oriental institutions faded away as they were considered to be mere temple of darkness. It was believed that introduction of the Western learning system will make Indians aware of the stupendous literature of the world. Okay, so now in the next video, what we will read about the English Act of 1835 and Wood Dispatch 1854. Okay, so I think you got it. So watch this chapter again very attentively. In next video, we will read the remaining topics.